Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the All Saints Family Medicine 2020 graduation. Ideally, we would all be gathering in person today to celebrate, but instead we are gathered together in spirit. We do have many people joining us today, and I want to welcome all of you. From this virtual gathering, I hope that you will all understand how much the 6 physicians have meant to our residency, clinic, and community, and how proud we are to call them our graduates.
Our prayer for the graduates. Lord, we ask you this day to extend your hand of blessing on these our graduates. Give them the grace that they most need to do this difficult work and to serve others generously. Help them to be strong yet gentle, patient, understanding, and charitable. Grant them great skill in their work of healing, so that blessed with strength and good health, they may faithfully perform the work that is theirs to do. As they open the next chapter of their lives, may they be a blessing to their new communities as they have been to ours. We are thankful for our 3 years together and lovingly commend Brian, Shella, Deanna, Malika, Michelle, and Aubrey to your care. Amen.
Hi, All Saints Class of 2020. I'm Joe Gravel, the Chair of Family and Community Medicine at the Medical College of Wisconsin, and I want to express my profound gratitude and appreciation for all that you've done over the past 3 years. You've all done fantastic work. You've served patients, you've served your community, and you've done a lot of good things, and I know you're going to do great things when you leave. Really a lot of credit not only to you, but to Dr. Helm, the entire faculty at All Saints, and your outstanding staff who support patients, support you in what you've accomplished all together. So again, just want to express profound gratitude and excitement for Shayla, Brian, Diana, Malika, Michelle, and Aubrey. Please keep in touch, and best wishes from Medical College of Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Kevin KLUESNER, the administrator of Ascension St. Joseph Hospital. I want to take a moment to congratulate this residency class and to also thank you for the contributions you've made these past 3 years to our patients, our hospital, and to our broader community. Wow. When you look back and you remember the day that you matched to this residency, could you have imagined these past 3 years and how they would play out the way they did? The answer is no way. The pandemic and the recent loud and echoing calls for social justice, those are only the latest issues that you've had to adapt to. But I'm pretty confident your class is prepared to make the best of whatever life throws at you going forward. The Family Medicine Clinic and St. Joseph Hospital, we share a mission that calls for us to care for all people with a special concern for the poor and the vulnerable. That is a sacred mission to me and many others, and I am grateful that each of you has actively helped bring it to life during your residency. You've worked to reduce the horrific health disparities that exist in our urban home, and you've fought for social justice. Wherever you go in the months and the years to come, I beg you, never forget that mission and that special concern for the poor and the vulnerable. Hold it in your heart. Hatred, bigotry, and intolerance float beneath the surface of our everyday society. You've witnessed it firsthand. It's a systemic problem that is centuries old. People say it'll take decades to solve, and others say it will never be. But we have no choice but to solve this and to do it now. The health of our communities, which you have dedicated your lives to improving, will always be fundamentally flawed if these issues aren't meaningfully and permanently addressed. And if it were easy, well, it wouldn't be this class's job to help fix it. Again, thank you and congratulations, and may you be blessed in the paths you choose.
Dr. Brian Beaumont and Dr. Aubrey RIEFE have served as our assistant chief and then chief residents. I would like to thank both of you for your service to the residency program. As everyone can imagine, being a chief and assistant chief can be an extremely challenging position. These two residents have done a tremendous job. We have appreciated your assistance and leadership. We know that you will continue to bring your skills to future practices. Thanks again for your time, leadership, and patience.
Good afternoon. I'm Brian Beaumont, one of the third-year residents here at All Saints, and I have the distinguished honor to present the award for Outstanding Teacher for outside providers from our program. And I would like to introduce them all and say a few words. So we have 3 hospitalists, and I think what's really unique about this group today is that there's actually 2 that are new to the hospital, so I appreciate that the hospital continues to hire providers that have a strong desire to continue to educate the next generation. And in that group, Dr. Clitheroe, who I have not personally been able to meet and work with, but I hear a lot of great things from our new interns, our second-year residents. I know you keep us very up to date on a lot of kind of algorithms, and especially with coronavirus, I appreciate what you've had to bring. Thank you, Dr. Clitheroe, for all of your service and contribution to our education. Dr. DeCredico, I've worked with you a few times. I really appreciate your willingness to kind of sit down, talk through the cases, and I know you've even met us sometimes up in our own family medicine space. So I really appreciate coming in new to St. Joe's and having that passion to continue to educate. Congratulations, Dr. DeCredico. Thank you for your service. And then Dr. Vangala, I've known you for 3 years, so I do want to say thank you for mentoring me and being there patiently during my intern year. I'm sure those times must be tough when we're new coming in to the hospital environment. And I just appreciate, on a personal level and a professional level, your words of encouragement, your words of wisdom, your desire to teach, and your desire to kind of show that empathetic spirit that we need. Thank you, Dr. Vangala, for all of your support and effort and for your continued support of our education. Thank you all for your contributions to my and our education here at All Saints.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Aubrey RIEFE. I'm another third-year resident here at the All Saints program, and today I get to have the honor of handing out our internal Outstanding Teacher Awards to our personal faculty members who have done a great job educating us, and they have been voted by us, the residents, this year as our outstanding teachers. First, we have Dr. Dunk. He is actually new to our education here at the All Saints program this year, but he has been educating residents for many, many years. And this year, he has been amazing. Every week he comes and staffs our patients with us, and every time he's here he has a new form of education for us, whether it's a PowerPoint presentation, whether it's tools that we can use during our physical exam. He just always tries to find things that we haven't learned about before so that he can teach us about them. And so that has been a great addition to our education here, and we thank him very much for that. Congratulations, Dr. Dunk. Thank you for coming here and teaching us. Next we have Dr. McKinney, who she's my personal advisor, so I have learned an extra lot from her, but she has been a faculty member here for a couple years now, and what I admire about her and what I think a lot of the residents here appreciate about her is that she really challenges us, both when she's staffing here in clinic and also at our Wednesday lectures. She has given us quite a few additional lectures than is probably necessarily her responsibility over the year, and it just shows how much she values our education and that she takes it upon herself to make sure that we are staying up to date on important topics in family medicine. Also, when we staff patients with her, literally every patient I ever talk to her about, she always, tries to teach me something new, even still 3 years later. She's just really, really great in that way, and we really appreciate that about you. Congratulations, Dr. McKinney. Thank you for teaching us so much. Third but not least, we have Dr. Damitz, who has been with this program for many years and is pretty frequently voted Outstanding Teacher of the Year because us as all residents here really appreciate and can really obviously see how much she values our education. So she pushes us a lot both in the inpatient setting in the hospital and also here in clinic. This year in particular, she actually also won the Wisconsin Academy of Family Practice Outstanding Educator of the Year in the whole state of Wisconsin. So that just speaks to how fortunate we are that we have her here educating us, and we very much appreciate that about her. Congratulations, Dr. Damitz. Thank you for everything that you do for us.
Community responsive healthcare and service to the community are integral parts of patient care and residency education at the All Saints Family Medicine Residency Program. As part of our residency education, residents have an opportunity to participate in existing community medicine programs throughout their 3 years here at our program. They also have an opportunity to use their skills and interests to create a new program that could be a benefit to our patients as well as the community. We strive to meet the individual needs of our residents' personal interests. Our hope is to graduate physicians that will continue active involvement in their new communities as well as make a lasting impression on their patients. Our graduating residents, Shella, Brian, Deanna, Malika, Michelle, and Aubrey, have been a true blessing to our patients as well as our community medicine program. When someone has had an event, they have all showed up, supported one another, and participated. That truly exemplifies their character. This afternoon, we want to thank all of the residents and all their contributions to the Family Care Center and our community. You will truly be missed.
Hi, I'm Jenny Ovide, also known as Nurse Jenny, and I'm lucky enough to be the Community Medicine Clinical Coordinator, so I work hand in hand with Dr. McKinney on making sure that during the 3 years the residents are here that they're actively involved in the community. I get to do all the fun stuff, so that's really what I'm saying. And for all of you who are listening and you have gifted us with these 6 wonderful people for 3 years, I want to really thank you because they have given so much to the community and put into place projects that will live here way beyond their graduation. So again, thank you for lending us them and them to be a part of our community. This is the time that's so precious to us because you are going to see pictures from each graduate and see some of the things that are kind of a little outside of the realm of what you might think of being a doctor and the things they've done to contribute. So next you'll be seeing what I think is the best part of the year is sharing some of that with you. I'm going to start with Dr. Aubrey RIEFE, and you see her surrounded by all her little BFF smiling faces. This is out at the program that we call Ask the Doctor. And Aubrey is got the felt organs and she's helping the kids learn where all their body parts are, which is hilarious because they sometimes lay on the rug and put the stuff on top, and they're just delighted to meet doctors like Aubrey. These are also the same children that she did a project called the Kindness Curriculum, where she went into school and we started teaching acts of kindness and why it's important. And she continued that after the pandemic by making videos and reading books and sending them to the kids. In the next picture, there's some hidden talents that we didn't even know she had. She's doing people's nails after they come and get their yearly mammogram. And when I watched, I thought, wow, we didn't know Aubrey had that skill. And imagine being a patient and coming and your doctor ends up doing your nails for you. So I thought that was really a neat picture and just another way that Aubrey shared herself with people. And in the last picture, there's a project where high school kids come and do like a day in the life and they learn all the different jobs under our clinic roof. And this was Aubrey showing the kids what a doctor of osteopathy, what kind of moves osteopaths do, and demonstrating them for the kids while they watch. So as you can see, 3 really different things that she brought over the last 3 years among many other things, but just some highlights of why it's just been such a pleasure to be able to take her out and share her with people in the community. Thank you, Aubrey. The next segment is Dr. Michelle Prentice. I had the pleasure of working with Dr. Prentice a little bit before she actually joined us as a resident, so I was excited because I already knew how much fun I was going to have with her during her 3 years as a resident and how much we would be able to do together. In the first picture, you see a home visit that was just so special because you can see her tending to Mr. Montez and the things that you might think doctors regularly do on a home visit. But actually, after we got done with that, we were noticing that there was a hole in his roof that was leaking onto furniture and causing a lot of problems, and he didn't have any idea what to do. So we were actually moving furniture and making his house a little bit safer and lugging things from one room to another. And that is such a great depiction of not only Michelle's ability to step in and do whatever it is that needs to be done, but what a home visit can actually turn into. In the next picture, you can see she spent a lot of time doing camp in the summer. And camp, we used something called the Fan Club, which was a combination of fitness and nutrition with kids. So you can see they're outside, we run around, we might eat popsicles, and you can see by the looks how much fun it is. And the kids go back, Dr. Prentice had taken the kids to the garden, and then we go indoors for the second part and cook lunch together and dance and do all kinds of fun things with the same kids every week. So again, imagine running to camp every week and getting to see your doctor friends, and you can tell the joy here in their faces. And the last picture is her dressed up as the one and only Wonder Woman. And I thought that was a neat picture because we have a Halloween party every year. But that year she added something special and offered free flu shots for people who came. So kids could do trick-or-treating in our haunted house, but they could also do something important for their health with their families. And that was just another neat thing added on that hopefully will continue in the future. So thank you so much, Michelle. It's been a great 3 years and about a fourth that we've known each other. Next, I'd like to share a couple cute pictures of Dr. Deanna Boston. And if you look in the first picture, this is when I had my Jeep, and it's Dr. Boston. She's got the medical bag packed up. It's winter, but we got to go out. She's selected some patients, and we're going on the road. And people just get so excited when they hear that their doctor is coming out to visit them. So I thought this is a perfect shot of like something old-fashioned that's new again. And I think home visits were something that Deanna really enjoyed, and I certainly enjoyed going with her. In the second picture, you can see something too that was very unusual in our clinic is that doctors would come and work out with their patients. And Deanna, you can tell she's got her exercise clothes on, and we've just done low impact aerobics, and after that follows a cooking class. But when the patients would hear that she was coming in, they would get so excited because not only would they get to work out and have her right there beside them, but then they would get to chat and ask her a million doctor questions afterwards. And I think that it's such a great way to casually interact with people and show them that you're going to work out with them and then you're going to share your knowledge too. So that was just a marvelous moment. The last picture is priceless. You see these two faces, and one of the programs that she worked hard on was something we call Chick Click, and it's like a mentor program for young girls where we get together and do an activity, hang out together, cook dinner, and just be there and, have the girls get to hang out with the female doctors and ask questions and do some kind of a project. One was about, how to love yourself. So I think that's just an amazing gift you can give to young girls, is showing them, examples of a fine person and doctor such as Dr. Boston. Thank you so much. The next group of pictures involves Dr. Malika Hudani, and starts out with a moment that I caught in the clinic that was a one-of-a-kind moment. And this little boy, who hadn't been really happy about coming to the doctor, all of a sudden was excited because Dr. Hudani was going to not only do symbols with him, but she took out a Sharpie and actually made matching bug tattoos on their arms. And again, what an example of making going to the doctor special. And I just caught them when I was coming out of the door and snapped a picture because it wasn't done to get any compliments or anything. She just did it because she wanted to make this child happy about coming to see his doctor. And as we go to the next picture, you can see it just kind of flows, making people happy. This is just too cute for words. You can see Dr. HUDANI has a unicorn headband on that one of the little girls had, but she wanted Dr. HUDANI to have it on because she said she's so pretty, she should be a unicorn. And that is just, there, you can't look at that picture and not smile. It's just incredible. And then the last picture, after the pandemic, Malika came into my office and she wanted to be able to still help and do things for the kids. And she was the first resident that sat down and we started doing segments. And you can see the model here, and do segments for the kids because they weren't able to be in school and they were used to seeing us every week. So she did the first segment and took the lungs off the model and did a little segment about lungs and breathing. And we sent them to the school, got rave reviews. The science teachers loved them as well. But it was something that was such a way to, in the beginning of the pandemic, to reach out and keep that connection with the school kids, which is so important. So I so appreciate the thought of staying involved in such a tough time. And I would expect nothing less from my friend Malika. Thank you so much. The next pictures are of Dr. Shella Begg, and out at school was just too much fun. If you see this first picture, this child is having such a good time listening to Dr. Begg's lungs, and we do have proof. After the look on the child's face, she did hear breaths and heart sounds, so we can attest to the fact that Dr. Begg was very much alive that day. So the kids get to actually play with the doctor tools sometimes, which you can imagine is always a favorite. That was just so cute. The next picture, I just couldn't go without posting this picture because it's just so stunning, and it's Shella at our high tea, which a lot of the residents helped with, and it's getting dressed up, and we serve a lot of our older women patients when they come in their Sunday best and hats, and we eat nothing healthy that day, all really decadent treats, and everybody looks so beautiful. And I just happened to catch a beautiful picture of Shella dressed up with the patients that day. And the last picture is some more of Shella out at school with her new little kid friends who, as you can tell, one of the most important things about going out to school, which has really changed for a lot of us, is the ability to get close. And I think after the last couple months, I really appreciate how much the kids love to just be able to sit by the doctors, and it's been kind of sad to not be able to do this, so I like sharing this picture of what a beautiful gift it was for the kids to sit after learning a lesson about the doctor tools or looking down each other's throats, and then they just get to sit and ask questions and get as close as they can. So thank you so much, Shella. The next set of pictures is of Dr. Brian Beaumont. The first picture, I don't know if you remember Brian, but this is way back when you were an intern. 3 years ago when you started, you were trying out the exercise equipment out on the track and maybe just beginning to realize what lie ahead of you, being the only man with 5 women in your class. And it looks like you might be praying that you make it through, or praying, maybe you're being thankful that your life gets to be shaped by these 5 magnificent women. I think that's probably what you were doing, but I thought that was just a cute moment, and Malika's in the background. And we go on to the next picture, and you were starting to learn your lessons. You have now baked edible, beautiful apple roses in the kitchen during wellness, again with your 5 female resident friends, shaping and shaping as you go along. I do think, however, they also learned from you, because as we get to the third picture, I know this isn't the greatest picture, but it was this picture I had because I needed somebody to come and do a talk at a church. We often get requests for that, and you volunteered. It was short notice, And I have to say, it was an evening and you fielded every kind of question I can imagine, and they were not easy. Questions like, I've been going to the doctor and all of a sudden one time I go and all of a sudden I have stage 4 cancer. And you eloquently handled the questions with such honesty and kindness that I was actually just so proud that you had decided to go. And the last thing I want to say is that following from that theme, because your office is right next to mine, when the pandemic started back in March, I have had the absolute honor to hear you talk kind of through the wall, but because I'm going by your office a lot, to your patients over the phone during your televisits. And it just warmed my heart to think of how kind you are, how much time you take with them. And one of the things I enjoyed the most, if there's something good out of a pandemic, was just listening to the compassion and the caring in your conversations with your patients. It was just marvelous and an honor. So thank you so much for being such a great person. And yes, I think maybe the 5 females had a little bit to do with that too. Thank you so much, Dr. Beaumont. I want to share this picture before we have something for you guys, because this, again, is when you started. This was your first wellness class, and you guys loved coming to wellness and eat. In comparing you to a lot of other classes, it was just so much fun for me to see how excited you guys would get. And this was the first time, and you all loved to cut up stuff and, get ready and make ice cream in the ice cream maker and our famous lemon basil sorbet. And it made it such a happy time for me too. So I hope it's just as fond of a memory for you guys. And this is your first picture of wellness when you were interns. I think it's only fitting to end. We want each of you to take something away that you can keep wherever you go. And this is a picture you'll each be receiving. And I think it's special because it was actually the last time before we had to socially distance and stop having wellness classes together. And all of you happened to be there, which was unusual. And I think leaving with this beautiful picture of you smiling, that you'll treasure it as much as we treasure all the time that we spent with you. Thank you.
An important part of being an excellent physician is to be able to educate. As a resident, education does not only mean educating patients, but also medical students, other residents, and even a few faculty along the way. Each year, the Society of Teachers of Family Medicine allow us to recognize one resident who has shown excellence in teaching. Dr. AUBREY RIEFE has been an excellent and enthusiastic teacher and mentor since the start of her residency. She served as an excellent senior resident leader and teacher on the inpatient teaching service and spends additional time in clinic working with the medical students. She has given many additional enlightening lectures to her fellow residents and faculty on well child care, diabetes, and osteopathic manipulation. I have hopes that she might come back to work in an academic setting someday. We thank you for all you've done to promote and teach the values of family medicine. Congratulations, Aubrey. The Association of Family Medicine Resident Directors for Resident Scholarship is awarded for an outstanding scholarly project by a resident. Dr. Deanne Boston has focused her scholarly activity on provider education and addressing barriers in smoking cessation. This work has been presented at the Department of Family and Community Medicine Research Forum and at the All Saints Scholarly Showcase. Her research has increased awareness, educated providers, staff, and patients. This certificate recognizes your hard work and dedication to scholarship and research. The Residency Advocacy Award is given by the Association of the Family Medicine Residency Directors for outstanding advocacy by a resident physician. Dr. Michelle Prentice has been involved with the public health since her undergraduate training and later in medical school. She has completed additional training in public health, conducted population health research, and developed curriculum in public health. During her residency, she has contributed to several community projects that centered around local advocacy during the COVID-19 pandemic and has worked with the American Academy of Family Medicine and local health department developing COVID-related materials. Congratulations on your achievement.
Hello, my name is Andrew Mikowski, and I'm the Director of Resident Education in the Emergency Department as well as for the Urgent Care track. This year, it's my pleasure to present the Urgent Care Certificate to Dr. Michelle Prentice. In addition to her months of emergency medicine and pediatric emergency medicine, Michelle also completed an elective in urgent care as well as regularly scheduled shifts at the St. Joseph's Outpatient Center, many of which were done on her weekends. She also demonstrated solid leadership as the senior resident in the track and helped us schedule and coordinate our urgent care teaching sessions and skills stations. So Michelle, on behalf of Dr. Moran, myself, and the rest of the emergency medicine faculty, we congratulate you on all of your hard work and wish you tremendous success in all that you do. Thank you very much and congratulations.
This graduating class is all about compassion and connection. They reached out to care and connect with each other, their colleagues, our patients, and our community. The COVID-19 pandemic created a whole new environment full of challenges for those in healthcare and across all disciplines. The need for compassionate care and continued connection continues to grow, especially for those in need. These graduates have already proven themselves to be excellent physicians who really care about the underserved and making a difference in the community and the world around them. The 6 of them really stepped up to address the challenges over the last several months. I know that they will continue to be excellent leaders during these challenging, changing times ahead. I speak for all of us at the Family Care Center when I say that it has been a pleasure watching the 6 of you grow personally and professionally over the last 3 years. You are all wonderful people and excellent physicians who will succeed in whatever path you take in your future. On behalf of the faculty and FCC staff, we are very proud of you and you will be missed.
I'm Laura Brasky and I'm here to talk about Dr. Sheila Begg. Over the course of these past years, I often had patients refer to Dr. Begg as the young doctor or the pretty doctor. But she's much more than that. She is polite, kind, always respectful for her patients, and that's why they love her. Whatever happens in her private life, even if she has a bad day, she's sick, she always has a smile for her patients. Never makes them feel bad, and that's why they will miss her. My advice is never stop making a difference for your patient, whatever your life path will bring you. Continue to care, to be a caring doctor you have become so far. Dr. Begg is actually not going very far. She recently bought a house in Plymouth, Wisconsin, not very far from where we are. She will be joining her husband working in the Aurora Urgent Care in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. We are all very proud of you, Sheila Begg, and we will wish you the best in your career and in your future life. Join me to wish her the best in her future career, and congratulations.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gottschlick. I've had the pleasure of having Brian Beaumont as my advisor for the last 3 years. I am so proud of him, and I'm going to be giving a little bit of an overview of what a pleasure it has been having him here at the All Saints Family Medicine Residency for the past 3 years. I have had the pleasure of being Dr. Beaumont's advisor for the past 3 years. Being on staff as faculty since 2005, I have seen a lot of residents pass through our doors, and I always reflect on what words would I use to describe them. When I think of Dr. Beaumont, words like conscientious, caring, thorough, dependable, empathetic come to mind. My husband read my speech and said, "Doesn't that describe all doctors?" I said it should, but sadly it often doesn't. I have watched Dr. Beaumont grow from intern to almost attending, and he has always gone the extra step when caring for his patients, truly embodying the osteopathic mantra of treating the mind, body, and spirit of a patient. He has put his heart and soul into getting a social worker at our site, and though he will not actually get to see her start her journey with us in July, he should be so proud of how his perseverance paid off and how he is a part of further helping our patients long after he has graduated. We will have many memories of Brian. He'll be remembered for his role as chief, a job that is often very difficult as you navigate leading your fellow residents, but a job that he executed very well. The one memory, though, we will talk about for years to come is his discovering a glitch in our video visit app, a glitch that alarmed his patients that he did not know his right arm from his left. Through thorough evaluation, though, we have confirmed that Brian indeed does know his right from his left, and we have noted this on your diploma, Dr. Beaumont. Brian leaves us to join his father in practice here in Milwaukee, where I am confident he will continue to improve the health of our community. You will be sorely missed for your smile, cool demeanor under pressure, and for your leadership as chief. I hope you will keep in touch with your All Saints family as you go through your next chapter in life. Congratulations, Brian.
Congratulations, Brian.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Venetia McKinney-Whitson. I am Dr. Boston's advisor. This afternoon, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her journey at the All Saints Family Medicine Residency. To become a great physician, there are a list of attributes that one must possess: problem solving, critical decision making, leadership, intelligence, determination, initiative, patience, good listening skills, and the passion to help others. Dr. Deanna Boston was initially using all of these attributes to make her mark in the business world. She always wanted to be a doctor, but was so busy with being a scientist, a world traveler, a blogger, an entrepreneur, that she put her life dream of becoming a physician on the back burner. As the years passed, she decided that she will live out her dreams. That career change has enriched the lives of many patients as well as colleagues. I didn't interview Dr. Boston interview season, but I met her mom before I even met her, even before she started residency. We were at graduation celebrating our outgoing residents, and I went to the restroom. When I came out of the stall, her lovely mother was waiting for me, and she said, "Are you Dr. McKinney?" And I replied, "Yes." And with glossy eyes, she grabbed my hand and she said, "Will you take care of my baby?" She didn't know that I was going to give her daughter the business on the very first call. After that, Dr. Boston took the feedback and the motivation and the initiative to become successful in her educational goals. Over the past 3 years, I have come to personally know Dr. Boston outside of residency and will consider her a friend. Some may even consider that she's my twin. We share the same birthday, even though she is a year older than me. And we have similar taste in food, clothes, and we share that wittiness. We commonly are saying to each other, "Stop trying to be like me." With all seriousness, she is truly something special. The maturity that she brings to a conversation is something that inspires me. We have been able to encourage one another when being a Black female physician in medicine can be challenging, and also when being Black in America can be fatal. I'm truly sad that she will be leaving us, but even more sad that I will be losing a friend and I guess a twin. I am ecstatic that Dr. Boston will be continuing her passion of advanced women and obstetrical care at Creighton University Obstetrics Fellowship in Nebraska. Dr. Boston, you will be missed in our clinic and our community. It has been an honor and privilege to see you blossom and succeed in fulfilling your dreams. It has been my pleasure to support, nurture, and guide you into this new journey. Mom, I hope I did well in taking care of your baby girl. Congratulations, Dr. Deanna Boston.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Beth Damitz, and it gives me great pleasure to congratulate the graduation from the Family Medicine Residency Program of Dr. Malika Hudani, class of 2020. Congratulations, Malika.
I am honored to present to you our next graduate, Dr. Malika Hudani. Dr. Hudani was born in the Prairie Province of Alberta, Canada. She grew up in Edmonton. Her parents, Shanaz and Farouk, raised her to be caring and daring, but she dreamed of more. She wanted to be a change agent. She aspired to be the entity that motivates, inspires, catalyzes, and leads the change process in hopes of a positive outcome. With her love of puzzles and mysteries, she explored the unknown and learned to ask the tough questions, always pausing to self-reflect and embrace new ribbons into her life. And through the years, her change agent aspirations guided her into the field of medicine. Along her journey, she attended the University of Alberta, Edmonton, where she majored in occupational therapy and biology. She then headed off to Saba University School of Medicine. And during this journey, she did inspire change as the chairman of Health Sciences Association at the Foothills Medical Center and as the vice president of student government in medical school. She has continued to be a catalyst of change here at the Family Medicine Residency Program. She has motivated those around her and has been a leader for change. She challenges her patients, peers, and faculty to be more. With her open and sincere style, her passion and enthusiasm shines through. She speaks from her heart with courageous candor. And through the years, I've watched her grow. I have enjoyed our conversations, discussing and debating topics such as medicine, policies, social issues, and even when a fictitious radio announcer should have his program. I will miss these conversations, but mostly I will miss the laughter. Dr. Hudani is a wonderful physician, caring, smart, thoughtful, but more importantly, she is an amazing woman and a true change agent. I am honored to have gotten to know you and be a part of your journey, Malika. I leave you with one more piece of advice. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. It gives me great pleasure to present to you your certificate of graduation. Congratulations, Dr. Malika Hudani.
I'm Laura Brasky, and I'm here to talk about Dr. Michelle Prentice. Michelle and I discovered that we have a lot of passions in common. We love green spaces, we love biking around the city. We actually happen to live in the same part of the city and even join the same gym. We love sport medicine events, and Michelle actually volunteered for a lot of them over the course of the 3 years of her residency. But the important things we have in common is the passion for our patients and the desire to make their lives better. When I think of Michelle, I think that she is a big advocate for her patients and she goes above and beyond for them, and that's why they're going to miss her. My advice for you, Michelle Prentice, is never stop learning and always try to achieve what you love the most in your life. She's not going so far from here, as she's going to join the urgent care at Frederick, West Bend, Wisconsin. So hopefully we can continue to share our passions and interests in the future also. Please join me in wishing her the best in her future life and career. Congratulations.
I'm Dr. Venetia McKinney-Whitson. I'm Dr. Aubrey, RIEFE's advisor. Today, I'll take you on a journey of her time here at our residency. intelligent, hardworking, natural leader, conscientious, attentive, motivated, and kind are all words that consistently can be found throughout Dr. RIEFE's letters of recommendations and evaluations in medical school and residency. But one simple word that stands out is kind. It is a word that fits her so eloquently. So much that her community medicine project was the Kindness Project, which we'll hear about later on in our program. But I would like to focus on that word kind, which means good or benevolent, nature or disposition, having, showing, and proceeding from benevolence, considerate, helpful, humane, gentle, and tender. There is something so special about Dr. Aubrey RIEFE. I have seen those characteristics pour out of her when she is taking care of her patients with the medical trauma that will change their outlook or progression of their life. I have witnessed her kindness when she is guiding a junior resident that is struggling with their new role as an intern. I have viewed her leadership as well as her serving her colleagues as the co-chief resident. I have indulged in those sweet, warm, sticky, delicious cinnamon rolls that she bakes for me. To make cinnamon rolls that are that sweet and good, you must have sweet and kindness in your heart that oozes into your hands to make something so delicious. I have encountered the gentle, loving care that she has with Walt when she tickles his belly. And just to give an example, a couple of weeks ago, I received a text from Dr. RIEFE. It was 8:16 p.m. and it stated, Walt fell asleep on his belly for the first time, with a emoji with the teeth gritting. I responded, really? What did you do? She responded, I've been checking on him constantly, making sure he's breathing. I'm like he put himself in that position. At home, I'm laughing hysterically. Just turn him over, laugh out loud. She texts back 6 minutes later saying, okay, done. That's a new trick for me today. In my mind, I'm thinking, she is so sweet and gentle, she didn't even want to interrupt Walt sleeping. Over the past 3 years, I have had the privilege to see you blossom in so many areas of your life, professionally and personally. Dr. RIEFE, you have walked into your natural leadership path and have settled into a confidence that you initially struggled with, but you're doing a great job with now. You have grown as a wife and rocked this new journey as a mother. It is our pleasure to support, nurture, and help you prepare for this next chapter in your future endeavors. I'm truly sad to see Dr. RIEFE leave us, but I'm even more sad that she'll be taking my supply of cinnamon rolls away with her. Dr. RIEFE, you will be greatly missed in our office and our community. Dr. RIEFE will be leaving us to join outpatient practice. Congratulations, Dr. Aubrey RIEFE.